I read a quote the other day and I thought it was brilliant. And I think more people need to hear this and practice this. The quote goes like this: with the courage to start and the discipline to endure, victory becomes a matter of time. I think the courage to start, a lot of people will talk themselves out of something before they even start. They'll see the negative, and our brain tends to focus on the negative anyways. So they'll look at the negative and how hard it might be, and they'll come up with all these different stories and whatever, and then they just don't start. So you do need the courage to start. Whatever it is, whatever your goal is, it does take courage to start the path to that goal. Now, the discipline to endure, depending on what your goal is, typically when you have a goal, a life goal, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy run, or, it's not just some sort of straight path, straight, smooth path to that goal. There are a lot of ups and downs, especially depending on what you're trying to do, whether it's starting a new business, trying to lose weight, trying to, become a better person, fill in the blank, whatever the goal is, there does have to be consistency. Consistency is key. Now, one of the things that the quote doesn't really talk too much about, obviously, but I'm going to go into just for a second, is how comfortable we are as Americans. We are super comfortable, right? The last time you took a nap or slept or whatever, it was probably on something soft inside, right? With your AC on. It's summer right now. If it's wintertime, you got heaters. We are just very comfortable. And so enduring through, the hardship of attaining a goal, it's not easy. And that's where discipline comes in. And this is not the exact definition of discipline, but is a definition that I use, which is taking out your feelings and going through the motions. Now, that sometimes that can be dangerous, and I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about the times where it's like, I don't feel like it. We are so feelings based in America. It's actually causing a lot of issues, but I won't go into that in this video. But don't base your consistency on your feelings, because trust me, there are plenty of times where I do not feel like getting out of bed. I do not feel like going after my goals. I know for a fact I'm not alone in that. I know for a fact that is a shared human experience. So my encouragement to you today is to start. Just start somewhere. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be great. It's not going to be 100%, but start. And then have the discipline to stay consistent. Now, with your consistency, here's the phrase I want you to remember: more often than not. More often than not, you are going towards your goals. Obviously, if you want to achieve your goals faster, it's got to be, at least a 90%, 100%, something like that. But more often than not, even if you're doing it at 51%, that's more often than not, you eventually will obtain your goals. So, and if you follow these two, you start somewhere, stay consistency, it's only a matter of time before your goal becomes a reality.